Peace, beautiful people. I am back with another lock video. Exciting stuff, yes. So today I figured I would come on and share with you all some hairstyles, since as you can see by the crown on top of my head, I do have short, thick, freeform locks, which seems to be the trifecta essentially of issues that people have in feeling like they can't style their hair and don't know what to do with their hair. So I'm part of the community. I obviously go through those things since I have all three of those things, and so I figured I would come on and share just a few of my basically go-to hairstyles. These are all going to be really simple, really easy, nothing complicated, nothing too crazy. Yeah, I just figured I would share my go-to hairstyles. Quick little disclaimer, as you can see, I've got some beads on these two locks, and that is because I don't manipulate these two locks. So when I'm styling my hair, I always leave these down, and that's just because they don't fit comfortably into any style, and tension and pulling and potential loss of edges, like who has the time? I probably have the time, but I'm not trying to deal with that struggle. So yeah, those won't be going into any of the styles. If you're comfortable pulling those locks into a hairstyle, that's of course perfectly fine, and you can adjust these however you want to. These are really just some tools to kind of get some ideas. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get into these styles. So this is of course hairstyle number 1, and I like to call this one Jewels in the Crown. This is I'd say my number 1 go-to hairstyle, just because it's so simple. Basically, this is just what my hair looks like, and I put some ornamentation in it. So as you can see, I already had these like couple beads. I have some like wire wrapped stones. This is quartz. This is a random ring that I have that doesn't really fit my finger well. This is another ring. So yeah, that's one thing I will actually suggest, is pro tip for you all. If you're having a hard time finding lock jewelry for thick locks, just buy rings, guys. They fit. If they fit your fingers and your locks are kind of finger-like, just get some rings. They're honestly more beautiful and unique than most lock jewelry I find. So yeah, pro tip. Put rings on your locks. All right, so on to style number 2. All right, so style number 2. I call this one Look Mom, I'm a Star. The reason I call it this is because I just feel like my head kind of looks like a starburst with my locks going all over the place, and also just because it's got that kind of childlike innocent vibe to it. Like, I could totally picture a child with locks rocking their hair like this. So yep, number 2 is Look Mom, I'm a Star. And you could also, I do have like a couple locks out in the front. Conceptually, you could of course just throw them back there. Let me, for the sake of this video, just show you what that looks like. I know not everyone likes hair hanging in their face all the time. So yeah. This is what it looks like without the bangs. On to number 3. right, here is style number 3, people. I call this one Mercy Ears. For all of you who are subscribed to my channel already, you should know who Mercy is. For those of you who don't, you'll see why I call this one Mercy Ears. Hey, baby. Okay, so something else I forgot to mention about the rubber bands is when I use rubber bands in my locks and I want kind of a tight ponytail, instead of wrapping it around multiple times, I will still only like put it in one time, so I'll show you. I'll put the hair in, and if it's not as tight as I want it to be, I just take another rubber band and put that around as well. That way I don't have to worry about my locks getting like tangled within the loops, and it just, to me, is safer and easier on my hair. So that's another little pro tip I figured I would throw out there. If it's helpful, let me know. Hopefully it is. All right, number 4 requires one of these situations. Doesn't really matter what size it is. It could be one of the thick ones or one of the thin ones. I actually like to do this with the thinner ones, and I'll show you why. It's because you're gonna take it, put it on your neck, you're gonna twist it, you're gonna go over, you're just gonna slide it on up. Like I said, I don't put these 2 locks in, so I'm just gonna move those out of the way. But yeah, just gonna slide it up. Yeah, this is this hairstyle. Sometimes I take the locks out in the back, depending on how much tension. Oh, there was a ring in my hair still that just fell out. I don't know if you all saw that happen. But anywho, yeah, this is pretty much the style. My hair is wet right now, so as you can tell, it's very droopy. It usually stands up. What I do to combat that sometimes, if it's drooping too much, is I will just take some like rubber bands in random sections and just give it a little height, basically. So I'll just like put the rubber bands around different spots, and it gives it a little more volume. Does that make sense? I hope so. Alright, so last but not least, this is the most complicated hairstyle, so I figured I would save it for last. So basically for this one, what I'm going to be doing is some flat twists, I'll call them. I'm just going to take random sections of the front of my hair, and I'm just going to basically twist it back. I don't really know what this is called or how you would describe it, but I think the best I could describe it is flat twist. So I'm just going to stop talking and show you all how I do it, and I'm hoping that will make clear what I'm doing in this hairstyle. So yeah. Okay, so this is the final hairstyle. This is what I was talking about when I was saying, like, I don't know what to call these. Like, are they flat twists? I feel like they are not flat twists, but I'm just gonna call them flat twists. So we're just gonna call this style the flat twist situation because I don't really know what else to call this. But as you can see, I just like took random sections and I just started from the front and just kind of did a roll all the way to the back, just kind of grabbing other locks as I go. And this is my like, not a good example of it right now, but this is my like put together fancy hairstyle. If I'm going somewhere and I want to really look like I styled my hair, I usually do something incorporating this technique just because it's nice, especially if you don't retwist. It's actually ideal, I'd say, if you don't retwist because you have all the loose hair at your roots, so it just looks like you did a little cute roll on your natural hair. So it just kind of gives that different look and illusion to just having your locks out. Yeah, as you can see, when I was doing my hair, I kind of alternated between rubber bands and bobby pins. It's really like whatever it takes to get the job done is the situation with all of these styles basically. I really don't like my hair to be super manicured. So if when it's sticking out like random places, that's fine. If that bothers you, you can just pin those down or really secure it with the rubber bands. But yeah, beautiful people, that is all for the hairstyles. Real quick before I go, as always, just want to show you my latest thing I've been crocheting, because I know that's pretty much what you all care about is my locks and my crocheting. So I know a lot of you will ask about my top. I did make this top. If you all are interested in finding out how I made this top or where you can get the pattern so you can make it yourself, please let me know. I actually tested this pattern for a designer, and so I was thinking about potentially doing some crochet pattern reviews and DIY how to make different things. So if you like this top or you're interested in seeing how to make your own clothes, let me know and I will do a separate video about that. But yeah, people, I hope this helped you with just generally getting some inspiration on things that you can do with your own locks. And also, I just don't want you all feeling discouraged if you're in any like level of the trifecta of short, thick, or freeform locks to feel like you can't style your hair. So comment down below, let me know what your favorite styles are. If you want to see me try any more styles, I am happy to do that. If you like more videos like this, again, I am of course happy to accommodate. But yes, without any further prolonged rambling, which I love to do, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. So I hope you all have a beautiful day, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are, and I will see you all soon in another video. All right, beautiful people.